Caitlin Clark is sidelined with a groin injury, and now disturbing footage shows exactly how it happened. During a recent game against the Seattle Storm, Clark took a clear hit right in front of an official. No whistle, no foul, no protection. This wasn't just a missed call, it was a blatant disregard for player safety, and it may have led directly to her current injury. It's not an isolated incident. Fans are furious, and Protect CC is now trending as frustration boils over. How many more hits does she have to take before someone blows the whistle? And more importantly, how long can this go on before something truly serious happens? This isn't about one missed call. It's about a disturbing pattern. Game after game, Clark has taken more hits than any player in the league, and the referees just look the other way. Arm grabs, shoulder slams, even clear body contact on layups, all ignored. Meanwhile, her teammates like Sophie Cunningham are being whistled for standing still. This isn't inconsistency, it's bias. And fans, players, and even coaches are calling it out. You can't sell tickets on her name and then let her get mugged on the court. The lack of whistle on obvious fouls has become so blatant that fans have started creating side-by-side footage of Clark getting hit versus others getting calls for far less. It's all over social media, and it's hard to argue with. This isn't about one missed call. It's about a disturbing pattern. Game after game, Clark has taken more hits than any player in the league, and the referees just look the other way. Arm grabs, shoulder slams, even clear body contact on layups, all ignored. Meanwhile, her teammates like Sophie Cunningham are being whistled for standing still. This isn't inconsistency, it's bias. And fans, players, and even coaches are calling it out. You can't sell tickets on her name and then let her get mugged on the court. The lack of whistle on obvious fouls has become so blatant that fans have started creating side-by-side footage of Clark getting hit versus others getting calls for far less. It's all over social media, and it's hard to argue with. Despite all of it, Clark suited up and led the Fever to a win over Seattle, 94-86. It should have been a celebration, but the game was a brutal grind. Clark was held, hit, and hammered without a single call in her favor. One missed layup came after full body contact, and the referee standing feet away simply watched. Her final stats? 6 points. 8 turnovers, but also 9 assists, 3 steals, and 2 rebounds. Even in a shooting slump, she was the motor behind the win. And the difference maker wasn't on the scoreboard. It was in how she controlled the game through the chaos. The way she moved, directed traffic, and opened the floor for others shows a basketball IQ years beyond her age. It's not always about buckets. Sometimes it's about presence. Let's talk numbers. The Fever are dominating TV ratings because of one person, Caitlin Clark. One game averaged 1.7 million viewers and peaked at 2.2 million, third most watched WNBA regular season game in history. ESPN is up 14%. ABC is up 76%. She's not just a rookie, she's a walking rating spike. Clark isn't just a star, she's the main draw, the league's most marketable player, and the reason arenas are packed. The Clark effect is real. It's putting butts in seats and eyes on screens. Even merch is flying off shelves. Jerseys, hats, posters. It's a wave the league has never experienced before, and they're riding it. But at what cost? The hypocrisy is staggering. The league promotes her face, her jerseys, her highlights, but not her safety. Teammates like Sophie Cunningham are stepping up. Opponents are targeting her. Some envious, some just following the signal that it's open season on Caitlin Clark. And through it all, she keeps showing up. Her leadership lifts players like Aaliyah Boston, who dropped 31 points. Kelsey Mitchell added 26. Lexi Hull grabbed a double. Clark's fingerprints were all over the game. You could feel her presence in the spacing, in the pace, in the way defenders had to shade their coverage, just because she was on the floor. She's creating opportunities just by existing on the court. It's almost ironic. The media treats her like royalty. Front page coverage, social media highlights, sponsored segments. But on the court, she's treated like a punching bag. The WNBA has never had this level of attention before, and they're milking it. Yet when it's time to offer her basic protection, they're v-mia. This double standard is doing damage, not just to her, but to the league's credibility. If your biggest star gets treated like this, what message are you sending to the next generation? Players talk, high school stars watch, college recruits see. Is this really the message you want to send to the future of the league?
Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball.
She's holding up an entire league. Even when her shots aren't falling, her court presence warps defenses, frees up teammates, and dictates the pace. She's not getting calls, she's getting punished. But she's still delivering wins and drawing millions of eyes. And now, her absence due to injury has fans asking, how long can this go on? How long can she carry this weight alone, without breaking down physically or mentally? She's not just a player, she's a movement. And right now, that movement is being tested. This injury might be temporary, but if something worse happens due to lack of protection, the league could lose far more than a player. It could lose its credibility. The WNBA has never had a moment like this. Caitlin Clark has brought in unprecedented attention, revenue, and energy. But if the league wants that momentum to last, they need to do more than ride her wave. They need to protect her. They need to call the fouls, blow the whistle, show her that her value to the game goes beyond numbers, that her safety matters. Because if they don't, they risk not just losing a player, but unraveling everything she's helped build. Her injury is already a warning sign. If she returns to the same treatment, the public backlash could be intense, and rightfully so.
This isn't just about Clark. It's about every young girl watching, wondering if she'll be protected the same way the league protects its future. Right now the answer is no, but it's not too late to fix it. Policies can change, referees can be held accountable, leadership can step up, but it has to happen now.
So, here we are. One of the most electrifying players in women's basketball history is carrying the WNBA through bruises, cheap shots, missed calls, and deafening silence from the top. The league is at a crossroads. Will they stand behind her or keep cashing checks while she gets knocked to the ground? The world is watching. Fans are speaking up. And Caitlin, she just wants to play. But it's time for the WNBA to decide if they're going to play fair, if they're going to protect their future or exploit it. Because make no mistake, Caitlin Clark's impact is bigger than basketball. She's become a symbol of what happens when talent, leadership, and popularity collide with a system that's not ready. And the system needs to catch up, fast. If you agree, drop a Protect CC in the comments. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned because this story is far from over.